Picking up a coffin that had been sealed for 10 years. The dead woman had given birth to a child in the coffin. The man was so excited that he picked up the child. The woman, who had been dead for 10 years, had tears in the corners of her eyes. Just then, the old man next to him suddenly stared in disbelief. He said he knew this girl. He pointed to the porcelain bowl of porridge beside the woman. He said that she had been coming to his shop to buy porridge for the past few days. Every morning, the woman appeared on time. He had told her many times, "I was too early to open the shop," but the woman didn't pay any attention. She just kept on saying she had to buy it. In order not to offend the customer, the old man had to make a separate bowl for her. The woman took the porridge and left. The old man didn't take it personally. He just thought she was a customer who had arrived too early, so there was no problem. But the next day when she checked the bill, the old woman found that the silver the woman had given her had turned to stones. The old man's lungs burst with anger. He thought she was just trying to take advantage of the night to cheat himself out of a bowl of porridge, but the woman reappeared that night. The old man was about to settle the score with the woman, but found that the money she had given him was real silver. He felt a sense of shame. He thought he had misunderstood the good man. He quickly made the woman a bowl of penny to make amends, but the woman's eerie back as she left. He felt that something was wrong, so he called his partner and followed the woman. He followed her all the way to the cemetery. The woman suddenly disappeared, and the sound of a baby crying was heard all around them. The old couple were scared and ran for their lives. When they returned home, they were distraught. They thought they must have encountered a ghost, so they invited a famous Taoist priest from all over the village to come and perform a practice. The priest performed a professional set of swordplay to ward off evil spirits. After receiving the money, he turned around and left. He thought this would turn out to be a blessing, but every night since then, the old couple had nightmares about what they wanted to do. They had no choice but to call the police. Naturally, when the authorities heard about the incident, they were unhappy, but the old couple had to accept that the crying child might still be alive. To save the child, the adults found the family in the cemetery. Although the family felt strange, but the man felt the call of his wife, so he agrees to dig up the cemetery, which has been sealed for 10 years. To their surprise, there was a child inside the coffin. The man cried tears of joy as he held his son. 10 years ago, his wife had a seizure and died on the spot. The woman had been pregnant for a long time. Little did he know that the child would be born in the grave 10 years later. The man was determined to raise the child well. That night, the man carefully put the child to bed. The woman suddenly appeared. She tucked the baby in gently. The man woke up instantly. He seems to feel his wife's breath.